Okay, I'm making a quick video to show you just some basic instructions on how to use the primary clutch removal tool. We do sell it on eBay. This is for most Kawasaki models. We haven't run into one yet that it hasn't worked, but like I said, it should fit most of the primary clutches for Kawasaki models. Right now, I'm doing this on a Kawasaki 360 Prairie, and I'll show you here. I already have most of it taken apart, but there's a bunch of these little bolts around the case you just want to take out. I had taken the actuator off, and just another wire there you just have to take off. So the cover will just pull right off once you get those bolts out of it. Once you get your cover off, you'll see your primary clutch. That's what this puller that this video is for, the primary clutch. You'll need to remove the retaining bolt in the primary clutch, and it is reverse threads. They recommend that you don't use an impact gun, but if you have to, that's worst case scenario, but try to stay away from that if you can. So like I said, reverse threads, and it might take a little bit of strength here to try to get. Okay, that one's coming off pretty good. So you just take your retaining bolt out. So once that's out, also recommended you spray the threads of your puller with some sort of lubricant. I'm just using some PB Blaster. So just put a little bit on there. Now another thing I want to say is all crankshafts are not drilled to the same depth. The tip of this puller will go into the crankshaft. So you want to make sure it bottoms out inside on the crankshaft before it bottoms out on this head. If it would happen to bottom out on this head, because not all crankshafts are drilled the same, you may have to remove like 1/8 of an inch or so on this head. Just grind this down to about the same diameter of the shaft there, because all crankshafts are not drilled to the same depth. So on this particular one, this one does work. And the puller will not be reverse thread, so you will thread it in like you normally would any other bolt. And you'll feel it once it bottoms out in there. And sometimes you may even need to hammer it a little bit. So just try to thread it in as much as you can before you need to get the hammer. So thread it in, and if it doesn't feel like it, that one come out. If it doesn't feel like it's going to come before you use an impact or anything, I would hit that, and you can see that it's loose there. So that one was pretty easy. So you just take your tool back out, and then your primary clutch will pull right off.